Good morning, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts coming to you from Sweet Home, Oregon. So today I am still catching up. I've done little taxes and little this, little that. Now I'm right here getting my brain relaxed. So today I'm doing Rachel at Roxy Creations challenge, Roxy's Weekly Challenge, week 4. The challenge that she gave herself was to decorate 3 journal covers from altered books. Well, I don't have a book in my altered book, but I do have some I pulled the papers out of, so that's what I'm going to do. And I know that I have some nature paper that I want to use. So the outside of my book is going to have this on it, but I do want this bird on there, and I think I want some of this to be kind of in there somewhere, but I'm not sure, so let's just start and see where we go. I didn't get my desk completely cleaned up this time, but I'm working on it. I am. I think I'll go right in between these two. Now we can better see where we want to cut this. I do need it to go to the other side, or I need to do a base cover on the book first. That's what I need to do. So we are going to use this. Just hold your horses. We have horses here. Y'all got your horse? A horse, of course. So, let's see. Oh, we've got to save that one for the recipe journal. That one is like recipe journal material. So let's go ahead and use these. I love the weight of these papers. And I think, do we want to just make a whole cover here? I think so. If I cover those edges, then I will be able to just put this on the front without folding it over and taking a chance on it cracking. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and apply glue all over here. Hopefully I won't hurt that. Hopefully I won't get a giant wrinkle here. So we'll have to still fold that while it's wet. And hope for the best. So what I will do is start with just a small area. Sorry about that noise. Oh my gosh, I gotta work fast. Who has time to be slow today? You guys are probably thinking, I wish she would work a little faster. You know, you never know how fast you're working or how slow you're working. It's just one of those things that you just, I think it kind of picks up after a while. So I'm going to just eyeball centering this and making sure I have enough to go over that edge over there. So let's take our squishy thing that's meant for the Cricut and scooch this onto our book. Now, I'm just going to run this in that seam as best as I can. scooch that glue down. Boy, my hands have just been drying out. Oh my gosh. So the paper I'm using today is, I believe it's a Stamperia or Stamperia. I'll show you the cover of it here in just a second. Oh boy, that is a noisy book, isn't it? And there's just no way to make it more quiet, I'm sorry. Just have to turn your volume down a little bit, I guess. So I will probably not get 3 of these done. I really do. I honestly try to work faster. And it's just not that easy. Because I'm always doing things on the fly, so I very rarely plan things out. So that's one of my little downfalls. Well, maybe it's not a downfall. It's just that I like to relax when I'm doing this stuff. And, you know, sorry if I'm off camera. I do not mean to be. If I keep turning my glue up right, it's never going to be ready to use, is it? Oops, went right over the edge and onto my table there. Okay. Alright, so let's flip this over this way. And we have another paper that's very similar to this one. I don't know if it'll line up, but it doesn't matter if it does or does not. Actually, it won't, because I have to overlap them just slightly. Because if I don't, we're going to get a split right there eventually in our book, and we don't want that. No, 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 no. No book splits. I was never any good at doing splits. So I'm sure I can't make my book do splits either. Well, unless I do it wrong. And then of course it will split. So my full intention today was to fill all my glues and stuff. Get off me there. But I did not get that done. I will have to come back, and I should have put some on this paper too, but I didn't. No, 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 I didn't. But that center is going to get covered up anyway. I probably should just be not using this, but using the regular bottle of 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. Because it would just flow out, and that might be better. And then I wouldn't be squeezing the heck out of my muscles in my hand. You see there's a bend in my book there. We'll make it do. It'll do. Right into that corner with lots of glue. Sorry about the screechy noise. I know it sounds like a chalkboard, doesn't it? There, that'll help. Use 2 hands. Okay. Makes little glue webs, just like hot melt glue. Isn't that beautiful paper? Oh my goodness. Such artists out there. So many of them. This is the best artist community I have ever been a part of. And I think a lot of that is because we share, and we want everybody to be successful, and just is a different, just so different. There, I got under there. All right. Get my towel. Okay, let's flip this over. And of course we have glue all over our table. And let's see. Now I do want to remove part of that, but not very much, because this is a thick book and I want this to come up and over that corner. So you can see that we're going to need to remove it quite a ways back here. Not the usual. That might be too much. I hope not. I hope not again. Let me grab those papers up and toss them away. No, I'm not going to save them. Nope, nope, nope. Not at all. Okay, I need to take that glue off that tip. And we're going to start with the long edge because we want this corner piece to fold into the side. So I am going to run my glue along the edge. And then I'm going to run it right along the edge of the book. And the reason I like to do that is so that it will start softening the paper right there so it bends nicely without cracking, we hope. And I have an end page here that's coming up. Oh, look at that. Didn't know that was still there. I'm going to save that. Let me repair this a little bit. Maybe. Has this got two? No, just the one. I'm just leaving those on as much as I can. Okay. Now, I'm going to start at the center. It has quite a bend up here to go over. It's, like I said earlier, it's quite a thick book. So I want to make sure it sticks to that edge. I have some glue under here. I hope I'm not ruining my book with it. You don't want to do that. And if there's places sticking up along here, which there always is right along the edges, go ahead and use your art glitter glue and get it underneath that little edge there and work it down in so that you're not having a bunch of things kind of bubbling up under your paper, bumps under your paper is what I'm trying to say, under this paper. Let's see. Oh, I didn't start it, you guys. Shoot. How long have we been doing this? A long time? I am terrible. I don't even wear a watch, you guys. It's just not something I do. I just don't even wear a watch. After I retired from my work, the watch came off. And I've not worn one since 2008. Unless I wear my Fitbit. But even then, it drives me crazy. Having something on my wrist. And I don't like to be bothered with time. So it is. So keeping track of my time is, well, you know, guess it's just not something I'm very good at. Now, I want to be sure that that stays down there. I don't want to cause my book to have a big bend in it there. Okay. I think I got a crack there. That was not my intention. Of course, it wasn't my intention. Should have repaired that piece up there just a little bit better. But I've got a lot of glue in there, so let me just squish it in. Okay. Goodness, everything is very sticky. This table is really going to have to get cleaned up. I'll be scrubbing on that. Okay. My papers keep sliding down, so let me put them over there. Okay, down along this edge. My off camera down here. Well, you can still kind of see me. You can kind of see. Ripping my paper down there at the other end. Oh, before we forget, bring this in and bring this one in. And if it doesn't cover, then we will cover it with a piece of paper. It looks like it's going to cover very nicely. I wonder they didn't let me have my own glue at school. It's like, give me glue, it's playtime, man. Okay. Before I get a bunch of glue in there, let's flip that corner in. There we go. That's where I ripped it by bumping into my glue up there. She threw the glue. I did. I was done with it. just for a temporary second. Let's do that part. Okay, that looks good. Yes, it does. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, now we can talk about the outside. This is the back. This is the front. And back to this piece of paper. Now we can put this whole bird nest on there, and I want this flower of life there as well. So I'm going to have to trim it slightly here, I think. And well, I think it's going to make it, even if I put that up just a little bit. Flower of life is still going to be there, and the whole bird nest is going to be there. So there. And about there. Okay. Get some things out of the way. And bring this over. And let's see, right there. That other one's part of the paper, not the cutting line that I drew in. And right about there. Have some nice tags going over there. Now, do we want to vintage it up with some colors, or do we want to ink it up with some other colors? I think because it's in the forest, we're going to go with this color. This side's going to get covered anyway with a little muslin piece or something. Okay, I guess I should have made sure it fit first. Yep. Oh, that'll be pretty. Sorry about the big hunks of glue sticking off my fingers there. Okay, that's the back side. Isn't that beautiful? Uh-oh, let's see, that's that one. This is that one. Whew. Almost blew it there. I think I'll use some of this. Maybe. Well, half of our battle is trying to get glue out of the bottles in these challenges. Oops, right under my hand. So how is everybody today? Hope everyone is well. Welcome new subscribers. And welcome back everybody else. I got a message. Well, actually, my husband got a message on my phone. I guess they have my number too, and it must be like spam. They're so good at sending it out, you know. I'm going to line it up on this side and try to even it up between top and bottom. Then I'm going to start by gently pushing it down. For those of you that haven't done this before. And then that's just to keep it on here as straight as I can. Now, if you have a brayer, that is a roller with a big rubbery thing on it. I have one here somewhere. You can use that. Or you can just use your hands. I like to do a combination of my hands and this really cool thing and my bone folder. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And then it will have corner things on it. Maybe not today, but eventually. Now we need this part. Where'd it go? So I brought along this one for that part. I don't know what I did with the other half of this one. You know, I cut that one piece off. Maybe that was all there was. It would help if I would put it upright. So, let's see here. Do we want this piece on there, the green? Probably not, because we're not going to have it up here. We could have it down there, but why? When we're going to highlight it with green. I'm going to take this piece off of the bottom. I don't want to have pink there because I will grab it. And if I grab it, we're going to have pink on our... Oh, there's the other piece of paper. I found it. Okay, let's take that off. Now we can measure it. This one is okay because it's going to get covered with, like I said, a muslin or something similar. Okay, so let's come up here. Right here. And then put it back in position. And I've got stuff on my desk for the Journal to Inspire project and Marguerite Miller challenge because I have to catch up on that. And then this challenge. I gave myself a challenge. Okay. I love berries. They are so good. Oh, right there it is. Couldn't figure out where I put it. I've lost it. Okay. So, the green and the green. Like I said, I don't need to do that edge like I did with the other one. Well, I'll be lucky if I can get one of these done. Okay, let's glue this on here. The reason I'm using this glue is because this is a large piece of paper. I'll tell you what size this is pretty soon. And because it's so large, I don't want my glue to dry out before I get it laid down. So this glue allows just a little more work time than the art glitter glue, and that's why I'm using it on this cover. So you can use any glue you want. A lot of people use PVA glue. In America, a lot of people just use Elmer's glue. There's all kinds of them that you can actually use. There's barely art glue. I love it. Like I love the art glitter glue. It works about the same. It has just a teensy, that big of a teensy work time in it, longer than art glitter glue. Art glitter glue is a beautiful instant dry, works fantastic. Okay, there's the front and the back. We have it right side up, that's good. Let's go to the inside right here. I think maybe we will put a little bit of what do you call it? Tyvek in there. I have these black Tyvek envelopes, so I will use that. Going to just cut one edge off, and then going to cut it right there. And then I'm going to cut a little off the top, a little off the bottom. Miss that little piece. And I need it to come in because I've got this in there. That should help hold the book good. Plus it'll have material on the outside, fabric on the outside. But I don't want there to be I don't want the black to be showing. Okay, I can turn it to the white side. I forgot they were white in the center. Doesn't matter, whichever way you want to do it. Tyvek is a wonderful material that is hard to tear up. So it lasts and is a good material for spines. So let's go ahead and get this glue working again. Now I'm going to just run it right along here, down this spine. Oh, not that far. Just right along the edge. Need a little bit of glue down there for the old spine. Okay, then come back up here and go along the top part of that. That's going to help you meet the place where we only glued just a little bit at the top and bottom. And then right here and right here. Hope my cap doesn't pop off. I'm really squeezing it. Oops. I keep trying to mix it up there, don't I? Any glue that looks like it'll come out too far, you want to roll that off of there before it dries all the way. It's okay if it squishes out onto the book here, because that's going to have a cover on it. And same way over here. If it squishes out, it's okay. It's okay, she says, but then she cleans it up. What is that? Well, it's a habit. That's just a habit. Okay, so that should strengthen up the spine a little bit. So then don't forget, you need to go through here and get that crease back in there so that your book will work. Same way here. Okay, now we need inside covers. And let's see. Here is the paper pad. It's the Stamperia Forest, or Stamperia, whichever you call it. Has some beautiful images. I'm sure you've seen these before. I think perhaps let's see how far this one takes us. So we need it to go clear to the edge, and then I'm going to bring it in right here, right before it flips over the edge there. I don't want it to curl over the edge with the spine, so I want to be on top of the spine here. Now this is just the way I do mine. Other people may do theirs a little differently. There's no right or wrong way. I mean, there might be a wrong way, but really it's just practice. And hopefully this will fit on the back side, the fox. I hope. That would be nice. We've got 19 minutes. I am only going to get one done, you guys. How about that? So this one, well, I'll measure it on the book just to be safe in case the book is two different sizes. And I'll bring my ink over So I don't know if she prepared the inside of the book or not. And I don't know if she decorated it or not. So I don't know. I have to go back and view her video now. Not to see how bad I failed this challenge. Oh, there's no right or wrong. There's no fail. It's just all learning. That's the good thing about challenges, though, is they do challenge you to do a little differently. Okay. Now, that one is going to go there. I think probably I want to cover this with my fabric first. And then this one is going to go over here. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I cut off the wrong amount. There it is, right up there. No. Get it right, Ange. I cut off a line on that was on the... Okay. Right there. There we go. There. I like it. So, in there, do we want this or do we want... Well, that's just not wide enough. I guess that's where we want our fabric. And I am going to use this. I don't know how wide it is. Oh, I do have this. Is it wide enough? No, it isn't. Too bad. I should have sewn 3 of those together. Then it would have been wide enough. That would be cool. Let's see if this one is wide enough. No, it's really not wide enough either. Because if we do it like that, it'll show. So, let me check my round ticking. No, it's the same. So let me grab my muslin. Oh, I'm tangled up in my cord, I'm sorry. Let's see. Muslin, where are you? Oh, there's that. That would be pretty. I also have a green forest print that would work super good if I could find it. Well, that one's green. No, it's the wrong color, green. Okay. Let's grab the muslin. That's not muslin. There's words. Ooh, I do have a Tim Holtz. Let's look at that. So guys, I can only get one cover done. And maybe because I'm putting too much into it, maybe I didn't need to put as much into it as I did. Let's take a look at this one. I think this would go with it. So we'll use that. And I think we will tear it. Right about there. I can't see where I tore it, where I marked it. Cannot. Isn't that funny? Okay. And then I think we'll tear a little piece off the top so that it frays. After all, we're out in the woods. I'm going to make this one slightly longer and then I'll trim it off after it's all glued in. So the important thing here is, you know, I really don't know if there's a right and a wrong way to do this. I like the fox on the front, don't you? But we're going to put him at the back because I've already inked this one all up. So they'll be like that. And then I guess this should be under this. Okay. So this time we will take it clear up. Oh, I just stuck my sleeve in the glue. That was so bad of me. I'll lift my sleeve up. I just stuck my arm in the glue. Okay, I'm trying to be quiet while I do this, but I'm going to have to go back to my squishing it around. The tip actually helps move it around on that out of there before it gets all gluey. Okay. Okay, just a little bit over the top up there and here. Over here. Now with this fabric, you don't have to worry about the bleed through like you do when you're doing your cover. Because this is on the inside, it's going to get covered up anyway by a book, the inside of the book. Get rid of that. Just putting all that fabric down, even the little fibers that are fluffing out there. Get off there. Talking to the fibers. They're all stuck to my fingers. I only have 7 minutes and 47 seconds. And remember, I didn't start the timer. We were probably already way into the time. This would have made the good cookbook one. Should have done that. Oh, what was I thinking? This would have been great. Except for I think it's really tall. I really don't know. I haven't told you yet, have I? I haven't told you the measurements. How would we all know? Because we don't. I have to find my other ruler. It is 9 3/8 by 6 1/4. And what is that, a 2.5 inch spine or 3? 2.5 with a 2.5 inch spine. Okay, let's ink this guy up. So I don't know if if Rachel finished them off like this. That might be where I went wrong. I watched the challenge last week, so I'm probably doing it a little bit different. I watched it with all my other challenges last week, and I've been trying to catch up ever since. Okay, this is going to be a beautiful cover. I love it. And you love it too, don't you? Do you? I don't know. I'm just saying that. Makes me feel good knowing that everybody loves it. So how many videos do I have to make today? Do you know? You want to guess? I'm going to tell you. You don't have to guess. I have a Marguerite Miller to do. I have already done my Journal to Inspire. I did that yesterday, but I have to get it on the web today. Because Sunday's coming up again really soon, as you know. So I have that to do. And, but we're talking about recordings. So I have this one, and then I have to do the next challenge that Rachel put up, which is envelopes, and she's just doing that she's doing envelope flips, I think it is, which would have gone great with our journal to, our recipe journal, our favorite recipes. So I may be making my envelope flips in the style similar to what we were making earlier, but maybe a little different. So we might have 2 envelope ones in our... Oh, it's down. Thought it was up, but it was down. Okay. Look at that. We have a cover ready to go, and we won't do this part until later. I wanted to put this on it, but I don't think it'll fit. Yeah, it does not fit. We need it to be a little wider, or we might find another piece of fabric that'll work for it anyway, so we're not doing that part. Okay, well, thanks for joining me. Sorry I didn't get 3 done. I would like to have. That would have been like cool, but I'm not at the cool stage yet, I guess. Got to get another piece of time under my belt. So anyway, my alarm is going to go off in 2 minutes. So there we go. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. This fabric fit perfect. Isn't that going to be a beauty? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you can see that we have another journal project coming up, which is the Stamperia Forest. And I have been collecting stuff for that, so it should be a fun one. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Bye.